At Big Durk's storage unit, they found $1 million cash,
Damn.
10 bricks of cocaine.
Woo-wee. Imagine if Durk found that motherfucking storage unit. Oh my God. Durk ass probably would have been gone, been taking off somewhere.
I know it make them mad when they see that we up next. On these rappers' ass, got my foot up on all necks. You niggas know problems.
Hey, check it out, gang. Want to see more crazy moments from Red-Handed TV? Follow me now on Twitch.com.
Oh my God, I got me a Twinkie. Oh my God. Oh. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Red-Handed TV. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Y'all see the motherfucker president on the motherfucker screen?
Make me feel like a president. First black president. Dum, 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 dum.
Before you meet the Bang Bros, your ass gotta meet the president. You feel me? You feel me? On Phone and Grave, y'all already know, man. This man don't need no introduction, folks. Hey, one of the pillars in this shit, you hear me? I'm talking about number 2. I'm sorry, I love Durk to death, you feel me? But I just can't put him over Big So, okay? Almighty is gonna always be number 1 forever. No matter what nobody gotta say. But what I'm saying is, if we got a Mount Everest of Chicago, I'ma say Kanye is number 1, and it just is what it is. It don't need to be explained. Duh, dummy. Now when we go to number 2, I'm sorry, but Chief Keef gotta be the second head on fucking Chicago Mount Everest. Now number 3 for sure is gonna be Lil Durk, if you feel me. You feel me? And number 4 is up for debate. But a nigga like me, sources like me, would say or recommend my nigga G Herbo. You feel me? And I don't care what nobody gotta say about it, cause that's my young nigga, and I'ma protect him till I die. You feel me? So, yeah, nigga, G Herbo, that's my boy. If you know, I remember growing up, trying to get it, gotta eat by any means. For that green, I was with it, but I had to humble down. I learned money come around. Now I'm trying, man. Hey, look, this is a Lil Durk video, okay? I be with demons, and yeah, I admit it. Get too high, gotta flush my kidney. Niggas be hoes, gotta mind my business. Call for the feds, they'll run up your minutes. Hey, stop playing, man. This Perkio, Durkio, Smirkio. Fuck your time out. Hey, man. Like, comment, and subscribe right now, man. Make sure y'all go get some merch, shorty. Make sure y'all go get a hat or something. Go get a hat or something, folks. Come on, look out for a nigga, man. Take a picture of y'all hats and tag me on Instagrams, folks. So I know y'all rock with me, y'all gang, folks. I'ma post y'all up in my stories on phone now. And go check my gamer channel out, man. Gamer channel, folks. Red-Handed Gamer TV. Go check my shit out right now. Y'all, man, like, comment, and subscribe over there, man. And make sure y'all like today's video, man, if y'all rocking with me, man. Let's get into today's video, shorty. Let's get it.
Right now, Lil Durk is one of the biggest rappers in the world, but it didn't all happen overnight. He had a wild come up in Chicago. Some say he's the reason the big war in the city got so violent. Durk had to grind for over a decade before hitting the mainstream. And today,
that boy doing
we're
money up.
A crazy story how he went from a street savage to linking up with superstars like Drake and Kanye. Let's get right into it. Lil Durk came up on the south side of Chicago in an area called Inglewood. A lot of kids in the city grew up without their dads around. But Durk's situation was a lot crazier than most. When he was 7 months old, his dad was sentenced to life in prison for allegedly running a huge crack operation. Big Durk was locked in with Larry Hoover, the legendary Chicago gang leader who created the Gangster Disciples all the way back in 1965. Big Durk was running the streets and had a lot of people working for him. And back in the day, he was cool with the BDs too. The BDs and GDs had been locked in a deadly war for years. And when Big Durk was moving heavyweight back in the day, the two crews
Damn, Daddy had them loads.
Big Durk, The war started in his hood after some BD leaders thought they should have more territory. Big Durk was running the game, his family should have been taken care of. But then, the whole thing came crashing down. Big Durk and 3 of his top affiliates got hit with life sentences after Big Durk's cousin, Tasha Woods, testified against him. And when the cops raided Big Durk's storage unit, they found $1 million cash, 10 bricks of cocaine.
Imagine if Durk found that motherfucking storage unit. Oh my God. Durk ass probably would have been gone, been taken off somewhere.
Durk's dad was locked up before he even really knew him. They kept a good relationship over the years. And
damn, they found the stash.
Big Durk didn't want his kids to end up like him, try to keep him out of the streets. But sometimes, it's not that simple when you come up in a place like Chicago.
My boy still made a way, folks. You lost that M, but guess what? God blessed you, folks. You did your time. You sat down. God kept you safe, folks. And God blessed you, folks. You came back out to a multiple meals, folks. You came back to your son being one of them ones, folks. That's crazy.
Care of him and all of his siblings. And back then,
God, a beautiful thing. I'm trying to tell you, folks.
They were so broke that some days they didn't even have food to eat. Durk knew he had to step up and help the family. So he hopped off the porch at just 10 years old and started hustling.
Y'all might not like the path you gotta go,
but eventually, he realized it wasn't going to work and he had to switch up his plans. He started dropping tracks in 2010 and created his OTF crew. But it wasn't until he caught a gun charge in 2011 that he decided to take music seriously. He was sentenced to 3 months in jail for the weapon case and got out on bond. But then he was sent back for another 87 days. While he was locked up, Durk's first child was born and he realized that he had to switch up how he moved. Durk knew how growing up without his dad made everything harder, and he didn't want his own son to have the same experience. In the interview, he said, what really broke it down was I had my son while I was locked up, so that really affected me. That really put the toll on me like, oh yeah, I gotta change. When Durk got back out, he had 2 options. Go hard with the music or get even deeper in the streets. He was a broke high school dropout living with his mom and had a newborn son.
Damn,
and Durk said he was not eating, getting locked up, no focus, no guidance. But instead of going down the same path his dad and most people in the area did, Durk hopped in the booth and got to work. He dropped the track Sneak Dissin' and I'm a Hitter, which picked up some buzz in the city. And that's when Durk knew he could make it in the game. He used MySpace to build up an audience and dropped his debut mixtape in 2011. Durk followed it up with 2 more projects, then in December 2012, he dropped the track that changed everything. The GDs and BDs were already beefing at this point, but L's anthem took the disrespect to a new level, and a lot of people think it led to the brutal wave of violence that's still going on today. On the track, Durk said, you don't f with me, then f them. My own I don't trust them. Brick Squad, I say f them. Woogle World with them, so f them. Lil Jojo from Brick Squad clapped back with the track 300K, BDK, and called out Durk and the rest of the BDs. He said, Durk say f Brick Squad, so I can't wait to catch him. Squeeze his 40, now they got him on a stretcher. Lil Jojo was tragically murdered after the track drop, which really set off the war between the BDs and GDs. But even though it might have caused more young dudes to lose their life in the streets, L's anthem helped Lil Durk level up and get his name in the spotlight. He followed it up with the hit, This Ain't What You Want, which led to him signing a deal with Def Jam Records in 2013. It was the biggest moment of his career, but Durk didn't have long to celebrate. He had been trying to leave the streets behind, but just a couple of days after signing with Def Jam, he got booked on another weapon charge. The cops rolled up on him in Chicago, and Durk allegedly tossed a pistol and shoot his car. Durk got hit with a charge for unlawful use of a weapon by a felon and was held on a $100K bond. By this point, his homie Chief Keef was already one of the hottest new rappers in the game after blowing up with the track Don't Like and linking up with Kanye West. Everyone thought he'd step in and bail Durk out, but Keef didn't pay the bond. Keef leaving Durk behind caused a split that would last a few years. But Durk kept it pushing and stayed focused on his own career. He got back out just a month later and dropped his mixtape Signed to the Streets in October 2013. 2014 was an even bigger year for him.
You know what? Some shit like that I'm just making. I mean, I guess I understand that shit then when y'all say that, folks. Because if that was me, and I mean, you supposed to be my homie. It's cool, you my homie, folks. You cool, folks. You cool. But if you do some shit like that to me, I know me. Type of nigga I am. I'm from the go. You hear me? I don't know. I'm a Leo nigga and I'm from the go. I don't know. Maybe I move different. I think different. But I'm me. But I know if a motherfucker, if I know like one of my homies and then boom, I know he in a position to help me out right here. Boom. You know I can get you that back. And I can get you that back. Fuck even getting that shit back. I know off the strength. I was going to do it for you off the strength. That's the type of nigga I am. You feel me? What? My homie in trouble? Nigga, I don't give a fuck what the number they say. If I got it, boom, we finna, and we gonna figure out whatever later. But, you know, I'm the type of nigga I won't even be looking for shit back anyway. But just damn, I don't know, man. That's why I can't even speak on it because I don't know they friendship neither. So you don't know about friendship. I'm just saying if I was ever in a situation like that, I wouldn't fuck with a nigga like that neither. I'm just saying if he's supposed to be my own. But we don't know their situation. We don't know how much buddy they really was or any of that. So, I mean, it ain't for us to speak on, folks. More of the story. But I was just speaking on if I was ever in a situation as of something like that. That's what I do, folks.
He was named on a XXL freshman class, dropped his Signs to the Streets 2 project, and got into a high-profile beef with Tyga in the Game. Tyga and Durk have been going back and forth on social media. Then Tyga recruited Game for the track Chirac to LA. Game
that
took
shit
a shot
was
at Durk on the
lame.
track
I ain't
and
gonna
said,
lie, Tyga,
"I
that
was
shit was
fucking on you."
lame. Game, that shit was lame. You thought you was finna bully somebody. Get your ass on, folks. Nah, but that wasn't a good look, man. Y'all trying to jump on my boy Durk, folks. Like, y'all ain't have to. Nah, Tyga ain't even that type of nigga, folks. Go make Rack City or something, folks. You trying to step to the wrong type of niggas, folks. You tweaking.
They like to sue. No woo. Tyga hit me like Durk
That
this.
Game, you just
Durk
come
this,
in like I'm the
Durk
boss.
cool.
For
Never
no
heard of
reason,
me.
overdoing it.
Game is a
That's
legend
all
in the
I'm saying.
industry. But Durk proved he wasn't backing down from anyone. Durk ran into Game at a club in LA and pressed him about the beef. A video of the situation shows their crew squaring up like they was going to throw
the
down.
guys ain't
But both
going
sides
for
left
none
the
of
scene
that.
without it popping off. The
You
day
feel
after
me? We
Durk
gonna
pressed
stay
him,
in our
Game
eyes.
let everyone know on Twitter that it was squashed. They took a couple more shots at each other in interviews and on social media, but it never turned into real beef. By 2015, Durk had been grinding long enough in the industry that he had some major buzz on his name, and fans were waiting for him to drop his debut album, Remember My Name. It was supposed to drop on May 12th, but then it got pushed back to June 2nd. The album debuted at number 14 on the Billboard 200 chart, which wasn't as high as a lot of fans expected, but Durk kept grinding and dropped another project just a few months later. In 2016, Durk dropped his second album on Def Jam, but it only hit number 29 on the Billboard 200.
He
It
hit
wasn't bad enough to be
29.
called a
That's
flop,
all that
but
matters.
fans knew that Durk wasn't getting the shine he deserved. That same year, OTF took a hit after Tay 600 was accused of working with the cops against Rondo No. 9, C-Day, and D-Rose 600 in their murder trials. Tay denied snitching, but he still got kicked out of OTF and started beefing with Durk. They said this was back and forth for a while, but by that point, Durk was way too big for the drama to affect his career. In 2017, he proved he was still hungry and wanted to reach the top of the rap game. He dropped 4 projects that year, including 2 collab tapes with Lil Reese and T Grizzly. 2018 was another crazy year for him. Durk dropped his 12th mixtape and announced that he had left Def Jam Records. That same year, he started putting a bigger focus on pushing OTF, and the crew dropped 2 collab tapes. Durk and OTF got even more shine when King Von joined the group and popped off with the track Crazy Story. Von and Durk linking up in the rap game was a huge win for both of them. They was both running up numbers like crazy, and the whole OTF way was taking over the industry. 2019 was a massive year for Durk and Von. In 2020, Durk finally broke out into the mainstream. Durk's 5th album peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200 chart, and then he blew up even more after Drake featured him on the track Laugh Now, Cry Later. Durk was finally getting the attention he deserved. Then, tragedy struck, and King Von was shot and killed later that year. Durk has lost a lot of people over the years to violence. In 2013, his homie L.A. Capone was murdered outside of a studio, and in 2014, his cousin OTF Newski was also killed. A year later, his manager Chino Dollar was murdered after leaving a meeting about anti-violence initiatives. Von's death had a major impact on Durk. They were real close and were also fighting an attempted murder charge together. Back in 2019, they were both booked for allegedly robbing and shooting a dude in Atlanta. But Von died before the case went to trial, and Durk's charges were dropped back in October. King Von was killed by Quando Rondo's homie Lil Tim, and the situation caused a tense beef between Durk and NBA Youngboy that's still going on today. 2021 was another wild and tragic year for Durk. He dropped another OTF tape and a collab project with Lil Baby. But then, his brother D-Thang was murdered outside of a nightclub in Chicago. Just a few months after D-Thang died, Durk and his girlfriend almost got taken out when some dudes broke into their house. They got into a shootout with the robbers, but luckily Durk and his girl both made it out of the situation alive. Lil Durk has had a wild career full of crazy highs and tragic lows, but he fought through all the struggles and became one of the biggest rappers in the industry. A lot of rappers give up if they don't start popping out the gate, but Durk put in the hard work and stayed on his grind for over a decade. Now it's all paying off, and he's running up bigger numbers with everything he drops.
Hell yeah, man. That shit crazy, man. To see my boy, man. I'm so proud of his ass, folks. Folks made it out the trenches. He did his shit, man. He really grind for this shit, man. Like, he kept going, man. He ain't give up. He kept going. That nigga was perseverance. Like, y'all talking about the nigga like whole time we been felt like he was big in Chicago. Nigga was been that nigga. Like, you feel me? Like, he was always a superstar in our eyes. You feel me? Like, at least, you feel me, where I'm at. You feel me? Like, of course, you in the city, you got niggas who like who they like, all tied who they tied to, gang banging ass niggas. So they be hating on this side and that side. But you know, for the neutral niggas, hey, you know, I fuck with Durk at whole time, whole career, folks. So he was always a superstar in my eyes, folks. So you know that nigga was who he was. You feel me? So you know. The world finally get to see it, folks. That boy a star, man. Y'all know how I'm coming, y'all. Hey, if you know me, you know I rock with him. That's my boy right there. You feel me? Day one, man. Always was there. Always stood 10 toes, rocking with the boy. So, hey, if you know, you know, ski. You know, hey, shout out my boy. Y'all know where that came from. Hey, man. But if y'all like today's video, man, hey, make sure y'all hit the like button, folks. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Y'all know, man. I appreciate everybody, man. I'm loving it, man. 300 subscribers, man. This shit crazy, folks. Hey, man. Y'all really rock with the boy, folks. That's crazy, folks. I fucks with y'all, man. Y'all motivated me to keep going, keep doing this shit, man. Keep elevating, keep learning, keep going, man. Keep grinding. Y'all know I'm going hard, man. I'm learning each and every day. I'm learning a lot of shit. Folks, now, great, man. Keep hitting that like button, man. Keep me in the algorithm, goddammit. Hit that like button if y'all fuck with your boy, man. You know, so Chicago. Hey, my boy, I'm out of here. Phone them grave, shorty. Yeah.
One more from Red-Handed TV. Head over to RedHandedTV.com now for all exclusive merch. Also, make sure to follow me on all social media platforms to stay updated with all new content. And don't forget to download my new mixtape, Red Tape, on all musical platforms now.